would be able to get a job. And networking means to focus on the IT education. Information technology means each and every child should be computer literate. Next, the plan also focuses on distance education, convergence of formal, non-formal, distance and IT education institutions. These are other focus points. So distance education, as already I told you, the children, those who are not able to complete their education in very early age, they have joined their jobs or started their earning. If they are interested, so they can complete their education. For that purpose, number of distance open universities are opened. Convergence of formal and non-formal education means formal and non-formal education should be converged. Distance and IT education institutions, such open universities and other IT institutions could be opened, so that everybody could be IT educated or computer literate. Over the past 50 years, there has been a significant growth in the number of university and institutions of higher learning in specialized areas. Over the past 50 years, there has been a significant growth. In last 50 years, it is the observation that there is a significant growth in the number of universities and institutions of higher learning in specialized areas. Means number of universities were opened. In those universities, some special courses along with the need as per the requirement or the need of the time, such new courses were introduced. The curriculum has been designed accordingly. So such institutions has been opened. There is a big growth, or a drastic change in higher education. Number of universities has been opened. Now for this purpose, we will look for one table. The table is given here. Just a minute. This is the bit of data for literacy rate. Literacy rate into as per 2011 census. You can see the total, that is more than 70%, means 74% total. When we classified in between male and female, so males data is more than 80%, means it approximate 80 or 84% males are educated. And when we look for the females, so here you can see the females is you can see this green one is indicating the female literacy rate, that is in between 60 or 64%. So still there is a big gap between male and female education literacy rate. Now see this table. This table is given in your NCERT book. Number of institutions of higher education, enrollment and faculty. Beta, according to this table, in 1950-51 in our country, total number of colleges were 750 only. Number of universities were 30 only. Students were 2,63,000 only, and teachers in universities and colleges were appointed only 24,000. But it increased continuously, and as per 2015-16 data, here you can see the number of colleges increased. At present we are having 41,435 colleges across the country, 753 universities, and 2,84,84,741 students are enrolled, as well as the number of faculties working under universities and colleges are 14,38,000. Okay, so this is the annual report produced by the UGC. So definitely in higher education there is a big change, and continuously the government is focusing to increase education status and to increase the literacy rate across the country. Now the second important parameter is second important pillar of the human capital formation is health. So first first we will discuss the parameters, the role and parameter of health in human capital formation. So role, this side you can see these are the this is the role, indispensable basis for realizing one's well-being, means health of a person is very important, and it gives a confidence to a person of its health status, means you are physically and mentally you are fit and you are able to work hard. Okay, so definitely it gives a confidence in one's personality. Secondly, it helps the person to realize his potential. If we are healthy mentally and physically, if we are fit, so definitely it help us to realize our potential, means how capable we are and what kind of activities we can do, what is our talent, what is hidden talent, what is our potential, what is our capacity basically. The third is ability to fight with illness. If we are healthy, means our immunity system if is strong, so definitely easily we can fight with any kind of illness. And if I'll give you the current example of this COVID-19,